What's up, guys? Overlord here. What happened to Bizz?
Bizz. Hello.
Bizz, and today we're talking top Marvel Legends of 2016 so far. So far this year, they've released a lot of good shit. What do you think about that, T?
They did. There's quite a few that I like. What was one of them? It was what was his name? Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. I have them all ready to go here, but
and pointing finger at Cap.
Cap Wolf. But the first figure, of course, Demolition Man. Very awesome figure. Really nice in terms of the detail. And the sculpt actually is in a reused body. It's the Electro movie figure. And they just G.I. Joe'd him up and made him look really cool.
That's the same body as that.
Yep. It's the same exact body as the...
Only true Marvel Legends fan would know that.
Only a poor bastard who spent way too much money on this shit would know that exactly. And the next one we have to talk about is our buddy Michael Morbius.
Morbius is pretty cool.
Romanian accent. He's got interchangeable capes. I got the downward cape on him right now, but he's really cool looking.
I had to get that figure at one point, but didn't.
Yes, you instead of buying this figure, which is again another reused body, the infamous Cap body. It's not a crappy body; it's just overused. We got what seems to be the figure of the year thus far, Jack-o'-lantern.
The Jack-o'-lantern.
I think, three other members of the Collector's Talk have this guy now?
Oh, yeah, most of us do. Yeah.
I mean, he's a fantastic figure, but... I mean, he's a great figure, but honestly, his legs are a little gimpy, but other than that...
Well, he's not proportioned well. Like, he's big head, and it's real overlordish body.
Yeah, the Overlord scrawny body buck.
I mean, he can't stand up, but
he can, but it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. He can't do a lot of
it.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of Overlordish bodies, we also have this figure right here, Spider Carnage, aka the Ben Reilly Spider-Man, of course, being on the Pizza Spidey Buck introduced last year in the Hobgoblin series. This is an awesome figure. I only wish they gave him some tendrils, or like some snap-on tendrils for his wrists, because these do come off. These are removable here. But,
I guess I was reading Spider-Man because I have no idea about this kid.
It's basically Ben Reilly possessed by Carnage. That's all you need to know, really. He was in the animated series for a little bit, but other than that, probably better off watching that.
This would be considered Millennial Spider-Man.
Millennial Spider-Man. It's actually Sensational Spider-Man, so...
Oh, okay.
An ironic twist. But a twist. But, next...
I still want to give another one an honorable mention for a figure as far as last...
well, that one did make my list. Yeah, definitely made my list. And we each have the same freaking... He's got an interchangeable head. He's got the skull head and a Casey Jones / Udon head.
Udon head is cool. I didn't think I would like it, but I fell in love with it. Didn't stay on him ever since.
Yeah.
He has the cool, like 1980 laser swords. So it's cool.
I mean, he's got this new ankle articulation too. He's got the swivel and then the hinge with the rocker on it. So he's got, I believe someone said this is like the Halo figures have this. So he's got double jointed ankles, but he's definitely the second best for me. The first best
is
for Benny.
the vintage version with the shield.
Yeah.
So.
But my favorite so far, which was a big surprise to me, and I have to say it, T-Bizz was right. He's always right. Bastard. This fucking Venom right here. This is an awesome figure. He's got a bit of I hate this upper body. I honestly do. But once you get him posed, you kind of ignore it and just deal with it. So yeah. It's an awesome figure. The upper body is crap. Hasbro, retire that shit. You can keep everything else. Just get rid of this. Look at that. You could put a tray of food on there. Like half the shit you have in bins, T. Oh my god. But that, and he's got like a spring-loaded hinge in the neck. I mean, look at this. I mean, I have his head turned slightly, but when you turn it this way, it'll spring right back up. I mean, you see that, right? It's like springing up. To this day, I don't know why he does that. I just have his ab crunched one click forward. So that's the ones we have. The ones we don't have, the Black Panther, the Nick Fury, and the Nuke are really good. And then right now, the Namor seems to be doing pretty well. So
I wish I could get I always love Namor. He's one of the ultimate Marvel.
He's a Walgreens exclusive. But that being said, the upcoming wave, the X-Men wave, is supposed to have a new Deadpool in it. So in case you can't afford that fucking Series 6 one, you can at least try and get this new one, which I'm sure is going to fly off the shelves like fucking Hot Pockets, because everyone's going to want the thing. Exactly. And he comes with a chimichanga, apparently, and a bazooka with a fist that comes out of it, or a boxing glove, which is pretty cool.
That's actually cool. We'll be getting that figure.
We'll both be getting that figure, because I don't have a Legends Deadpool yet. It's kind of annoying.
Hey, since we're talking about figures, was he not included in 2015?
That's last year's best Marvel Legend.
This damn Ghost Rider was a good figure, man.
Yeah, the Ghost Rider, the Kraven, the Pizza Spidey / Spider-Man 2099 / Scarlet Spider.
And the wolf cap with the pointing finger wrong with the figure.
Well, he was this year. He gets an honorable mention because he was a well-done comic cap. Granted, the strap things do fall off his shoulders easily, but you don't have to have those.
Unless you glue them
on. The thought was that people complain about them, but it's like, they didn't have to put those in there to begin with, so.
Well, I think they put them in people that are in the know that modify their figures or hot glue, super glue. Could have that option. People that are dumb to be able to modify the figure down or whatever. We're gonna complain anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I would say is that it'd been made of pliable rubber plastic, like the trench coats and stuff were made for Legends, and then had like a strap going across the back with a hole in it, like an X shape, and then with a hole in the middle of it, because that would work. That would stay on, I think.
You know what I would like to see is a retro afro.
Blade Fro Blade.
Yeah.
I like to see a comic Blade in general. I'm still waiting for that one they showed off a few years ago, but that figure, that body they used for it's shit. It's that is it the old Shield Agent body? It's the one they used for Nick Fury from the movies, and that Red Skull that has that stupid fish lips face. But it's like, I just want to see it. I want to see it on a Bucky Cat body now, because that fucking Shield Agent body is a piece of crap. I just want to see him with like the freaking like the armored shirt he's got now, and then like 2 swords and a couple guns, but he doesn't even need the coat anymore. He just needs to be. It's basically the Wesley Snipes one without the coat and a different head.
And apparently the wave that's out right now is the War Wave, right?
Yeah, that's the one with Black Panther, Fury, and Nuke. That are really good figures.
I've yet to see mine here in Austin, Texas.
I've got to see it here too, so I'm wondering what the hell's going on with that. Again, distribution's never been the best with Hasbro, especially. Rewind a few years ago to the year of the mini bath. Yeah, I couldn't even bitch about that because they didn't even have the fuckers in stock up here. So that was so annoying.
I can't remember before Free Comic Book Day.
I think it was the day before.
Okay. Well, then
it was a Friday.
Well, you know, funny because I've seen figures.
Yeah. Oh, shit. But the best bath of the year so far, I think, is Red Onslaught.
It's not bad. I haven't seen parts of it, but I haven't seen it in hand.
I mean, I want to build a second one so I can have the variant head on top, the classic Onslaught head, because that is supposed to be in the X-Men wave. And apparently this was just leaked that the X-Men wave, the BAF, is supposed to be the Juggernaut. And it's like, that's great, but I'd rather have Apocalypse.
Yeah.
For Age of Apocalypse. And, you know, an 18-inch Apocalypse is awesome, but does he really need to be that big? Was he that big? I know he can change size, but was the biggest form ever the best one to make a figure of?
I would say maybe like tall would be kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I'd say the size of the Red Onslaught even is fine. I mean, I'm not going to bitch about it, but people are still like super Mundo size queens. Savage Mondo size queens, and it's like, dude, it's not fucking 2 inches tall like a couple years ago.
Well, just like realistic scale.
I guess, but still, an Absorbing Man needs to be shrunken down. But that figure, I don't know. I have to have that in hand. I'm not fond of that one, especially since it's in a Spider-Man wave. I'm like, is he really a Spider-Man villain? Not really. I think he's more of a Hulk villain than anything. Being that he was in the
Spider-Man wave, not wave, but like, because we've had so many Iron Man Spider-Mans. Let's do something else.
Well, the next wave is supposed to be after the X-Men. It's supposed to be the Space Venom, which is Space Agent Venom from when he was with Guardians of the Galaxy. I think he still is. I can't remember offhand, though. But the figures in that wave are supposed to be the Hobgoblin, Electro, Silk, Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker, and Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales. But those are on 2 different bodies. A new body buck, which is the teenage boy body, which other than Bucky, I can't think of anyone else who could use it. I guess the Young Avengers, but at the same time, you know, you got the Patriot, and that's about it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Because Iron Lad would need to be a little bit bulkier because he's in armor, but it's just like, so there's supposed to be another figure in that wave. I can't remember who it is. I want it to be Shocker really bad. I want a Shocker on the stupid Bucky crap body. I don't care. I think we're in desperate need of a Shocker because Marvel Legends, there is no Shocker. It's just like Chameleon. There was no Chameleon.
Hey, wasn't there an old Shocker for Toy Biz?
Toy Biz did one for the Spidey animated series, and then I think it was either Toy Biz did it and then Hasbro copied it, or Hasbro made it. It was a Spidey Classic Shocker, and he did the same thing the old 90s one did. He shot like little missiles from his hands, but he also vibrated. So it was very suggestive figure.
I think one of the weird problems with Legends is we're going to get a lot of movie figures. And then I think in the 3-inch realm, we're going to get like weird figures, like unique characters like living lasers, like that. More unique characters. But it kind of cool to just do in the Legend scale is a 6-inch whatever scale. Do some of the odder characters, man.
Yeah, I was thinking Ghost Rider 2099. I mean, he doesn't have one figure yet.
Yeah, that's true.
And he was pretty badass.
I get the people that are probably in charge of squares won't do that, you know. And then your
Blade doesn't even have a.
Might not even know what that character is.
It's all freaking Blade doesn't even have a comic figure. He just has the movie one, which is cool, but we need a comic one.
Yeah.
It's like we're just now getting a Morbius whose face doesn't melt off. It's like, God damn, that took a while, didn't it? I mean, shit, I know the crap takes time, but they're pumping out almost 10 waves a year now.
I would like to leave the Marvel Legends like go back and review stuff from the 90s, like the Weapon X, kind of rehash some old stuff.
The only problem with Weapon X is they really are having a hard time getting one X-Men wave out a year. Last year there wasn't one, and the year before that it was Toys R Us exclusive. So a Weapon X, yeah, would be awesome, but I don't know. There's supposed to be a Wolverine in this new X-Men wave. It's supposed to be Deadpool, Cable, which is a newer Cable, which I wish it was the older one, but...
Well, in the latest X-Men, you have the Deadpool and Cable comic, man. So that makes sense. And then they're talking about that sequel at the end of the movie. With Cable.
Yeah. It's all spoiler alert. You've probably seen it already. Even I've seen it. But it's supposed to be Deadpool, Cable, Kitty Pryde, Jim Lee Rogue, second Jim Lee Phoenix, which is her in her all green outfit, because they did a Phoenix a couple years ago in the blue and yellow, or the metallic blue and yellow. And then it's supposed to have Iceman, which has the spikes on him. And then there's supposed to be a Wolverine.
Don't we have like version of that thing? Or I do it.
A 5-inch Iceman? Yes, there is one from the X-Men animated series.
But the old Toy Biz anyway.
Yeah, that's from the animated series, the old, smaller.
Okay, all right.
Iceman with the spikes on it. They shoot out of his back, sort of. It's a cool.
But I have that. You can put the big ice speed on him. He's got spiky arms.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, all right, I got you.
It's both that and his Age of Apocalypse look, I believe, because he looked something like that in Age of Apocalypse. But now, since we're already drifting into it, what should they do next? What should Hasbro make next? I'm just gonna say this right now. Like them to do what?
Ghost Racers.
Ghost Racers, yeah, that'd be cool. I'm just gonna say this right now because people keep bitching about it, and it's like, make a fucking Squirrel Girl so I cannot hear about it anymore.
I would enjoy a Squirrel Girl.
Not the old one, because that's fucking creepier than Jigsaw. Oh my god!
I would also like a Michael Allred version of Silver Surfer. So that would be nice.
Let me see. Obviously, all the Ghost Riders I haven't made yet. The chick Ghost Rider, I'm kind of surprised she didn't get a figure, because she was actually quite relevant a couple years back.
And the Camilla Khan, Marvel figure with.
Yeah, and then the Planet of the Symbiotes, Flasher, Scream, Hybrid, Riot, Phage, and then there's a.
I would like to watch your figure.
Yeah, they did. Diamond Select did that, but it was like shit canned or something. But it was still released, so I don't know what the deal with that was. That'd be interesting if they finally did. That could be a Build-A-Figure too. This fat head comes with the smallest figure. I'd really like an updated Blackheart and Mephisto, but the chances of that happening are slim to none. I would think those would probably wind up in the Spider-Man waves. I mean, in all honesty, I feel like those would wind up in the Spider-Man waves because he has tangled with them before. That's why Ghost Rider was in there. There was a whole thing called Spirits of Venom instead of Spirits of Vengeance in the 90s.
Yeah.
Where Spider-Man teamed up with Ghost Rider to stop Venom, which was pretty cool, or vice versa. But there's that, and then there's Son of Satan, which they could call SOS.
Or more Jack Kirby style. That'd be kind of cool because we had the Arnim Zola.
Yeah, the Arnim Zolas. That was a okay figure. I like it, but
haven't won one, but
shit. I'm trying to think what other characters could they could redo like all the chicks Toy Biz did, because those were just ugly bitches. Fucking.
And there's so much they could
do, but Hasbro's just not doing it. They could do a new Cable, like not the new school one, but the old school one, because that Toy Biz one's a freaking dwarf. I mean,
which one? The Toy Biz
the
Legend?
old Legend? The Legends one, yeah.
The one with the little gun
I think so.
Yeah. That was a weird accessory.
But yeah, they could do a Jim Lee Storm in the white costume. They could do Bath Beast, for Christ's sake, but I don't know. Like I said, they're being weird with their choices. I mean, they did fucking Machine Man, and no one knew who that was, but that was cool that they did.
They have one-off characters and stuff like that, but at the same time, like I feel like they're gonna dedicate a lot of stuff to the movie.
That's my problem. I fucking hate the movie figures. Oh my god. The Guardians are okay. The Gamora's shit. I even like the Rocket. The Hulkbuster's fantastic, but God, they need to not give them post-mortem faces. They look like they're fucking cadavers, man. They all look dead. They have no expression. The Hulk's the only one with an expression. The Hulk and Iron Man are actually the only ones that actually fucking look good. Actually, fucking. But yeah, they look like fucking cadavers, man. They just need to not. Unmasked heads are cool, but they need to give them expression. Like that Spider-Gwen head, that's a comic figure, and the thing looks like it's fucking dead. I mean, that figure's not all that in a bag of shit, guys. It's just not. It'd be nice if it was, if that head sculpt had like a smirk on it or something, like the I just farted look, but no, it doesn't even have that. Yeah, I mean, I don't get the big push for the big push for the characters, and then they sell like hotcakes when they're not even that great. I mean, Black Cat's the only one I've seen that actually makes sense, because that figure was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, big boobs and white hair. You got her.
Big boobs, white hair, and fucking skin tight outfits. That's what it's all about. That's why we do this whenever we feel like it, because this is not going to be a weekly show. This is going to be whenever the hell it happens show.
Spontaneous.
It's a spontaneous show. And speaking of shows, our next show, what do you think we should do for that?
It could be anything. Let me see. I have a list of topics. Oh, it could be anything. Boys, we haven't reviewed yet. Tired cosplayers. Our plush collectors. Weirdos. Unnecessary action feature.
We could just do a whole
I don't think he's a douchebag. And here's another topic I have. What would Skeletor do?
That's funny. But yeah, we could probably do a whole random show on that, like the next few days, probably. And then one thing I want to touch on is DC figures, because I think those are kind of going down the shithole right now.
I think they have the best builders.
They do. They did. I have yet to get the new ones, but that'll be another topic for another show because we're probably pushing like a half hour here. So,
yeah.
With that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a random show, and then we'll do a DC figure show. And until next time, this is Overlord.
And T-Biz.
And we're signing out. Catch you guys later.